All right, just to be sure, as I stood here in this parking lot, the same park at 11:03, documenting the group stalker as the entity surrounded me with commercial airline planes, as I stood right here at this parking spot in front of this same back portion, and then the demon-possessed one walks in toward the couple walks toward the pool, and the other walks toward their vehicle that was parked here in the black vehicle. The duo, the male and the female, they were pacing on the ground, they were pacing in the sky space, and that was at 11:03. So I walked to the back. The fake sun is not over the entrance over anymore, but you can see it in the same location, is at the same address, and the fake sun moves as I move. That's how you're identifying a demon-possessed stalker, and it's group stalking by an entire population. Replete with what are the demonic features: amplification, engineered light, like the demons just generously provided on yet another video, which will be for the prosecution of the state of California, irrespective of what they would like to claim regarding they know you personally. None of that is necessary with regard to the state's criminal pattern of conduct, which is the practice of federal group stalking and monitoring. It's demonic activity. It is a system of terrorism, and it is based on what is the entity's conspiracy to murder and or permanently kidnap while seeking to psychologically torture you and group stalking. That's what's relevant with regard to the demonic light activity. With regard to the maintenance of a fake sun, where the state is stalking you, the state is always stalking in the specific environment. Where the state is group stalking, the people of the state are group stalking. Where the people of the state are group stalking, the state is stalking. It's not the people of the state's criminal pattern of conduct. It's the state's P.O.C. All right, so understand that while the people of the state engage in demonic pacing, they are telling on the state of California. So in other words, I don't have to capture the Costa Mesa Police Department and get their license plate. The feds are already aware of what Costa Mesa police are filled with and what they are doing, and it is criminal in violation of existing federal laws. And that's just one terrorist organization that is identified while I'm in Orange County. Okay, but I foretold of this. Not only have I already spoken of the fact that I've been subject to the P.O.C. here, but I also spoke of it when I am in Los Angeles. I'm letting you know, when you're looking at the police chases of Anaheim and in Orange County, they're group stalking and they're engaging these police chases under a fake sun. All right, and all of a sudden the center of the universe is over me at a Best Western Hotel off of the 55. There's only one sun. So what's remaining over Alvarado Gardens today? It's not the natural environment. And the entity is engaging in what is entirely demonic, and it tells on everyone, and it is speaking to a massive federal prosecution, and it is exposing what is undeniable, not only demon possession, but also the condition that is relevant to group stalking. And there is no one that is engaging in group stalking, and you are group stalking while engineered light, an acts within the phenomenon, ricocheting light activity while you're just driving by, and then you look to the left and right. That is the audacity of the terrorists, who are the people of the state, and they're going to be prosecuted for that. That's called psychological torture, and that is also relevant to the group stalking pattern of conduct by the demon possessed. Equally, those that wear badges are part of the sheriff's department and part of the police departments, and also those that don't wear badges and they want to look to be they want to identify as one that is substantially similar as far as status with regard to the target individual, and they're not. They're targeting the target individual, which you also identify through the unnatural environment and their behaviors. They stalk with noise. They stalk with unnatural level of noise making. They engage in the demonic behavioral patterns of crossing paths, something that they would like to assume is normal, but it's not, as you see the engineered light. And you will be met with a federal prosecution while they openly engage in such acts of terrorizing psychological torture. Those demons with those license plates just engaged in on video, stalking with engineered light, that's going to be recognized and appreciated under federal law. And this is all conduct that's on the watch of Best Western, who will be civilly and criminally prosecuted. But this is not the only venue. This is just where I'm at. Beyond my location, an entire population is engaging in surveillance. And as I go, so does the fake sun, so does the pattern of engineered light, and so does a demon-possessed entity that knows where I am and what I'm doing at all times. That's the sex offender. So while I'm at the back portion, I'm at the same location. That's how you have the phenomenon that the so-called sun, which then you're understanding the reason why I use the terms that I do. A fake sun is at the same address 6 hours later. That's the P.O.C. And that's how you're recognizing the absence of any constitutional basis when someone also wants to defame you, when you're referring to a light source that those demons are very aware of. They're hoping that you are not aware of it. Okay? This is P.O.C. That was the entity in the series of videos that I just captured right now. The entity was pacing around in commercial airline planes. The airplanes are coming from airports where the entity is engaging in, like I said, it's massive surveillance underway. The demons at airports around know what I'm doing, and they're stalking in airplanes. And by the way, they were already in close proximity. They didn't fly from, oh, she's out. The entity's not going anywhere. All they're doing is pacing. Okay, all they are doing is pacing in the sky space. You know that by the specific environment. So all I'm doing is showing you the pattern of conduct, and I'm teaching you how to recognize what is a pattern of behavior that is always underway. It's never not going on. Never. It's always underway. Obsessive group stalking. That is demonically rooted, and that is material for a federal prosecution of the entire state of California. It is currently, again, 4:19 p.m. This is at the back of the same hotel. Those are demons slamming doors, working at a hotel, staying at a hotel, driving into the parking lot of a hotel, being adjacent to the hotel, like presence in traffic by the hotel, flying over the hotel. All of these are means of federal group stalking and monitoring, and it's a statewide system. And that's serving for what is the comprehensive prosecution as well. So I will digress there. 8JTG 862. And this is a third party recognized by license plate 8DKB125. And as I go to my vehicle, the fake sun remains at the same address, and it remains over my vehicle, just as the LAPD demonstrated under a fake sun, group stalking me as I go to the Vaughn's grocery store, flying over my head as I go to the grocery store, and also to the bank, Chase Bank at 1600 Vermont. There was no point today at all. In nature, it's impossible that the sun would ever be over Chase Bank while I am there, which I clearly captured on video, and I also captured the impossible light activity inside of that Chase. And there's more than one Chase Bank where I've documented that. P.O.C. This is speaking to what the state is engaging in, and it is indeed demonic. So you will learn to associate any commercial brand, which is the absence of any coincidence. It's the absence of any exception as well. Okay, it's speaking to the illusion of privacy as well. Well, these commercial actors are engaging in what is criminal conduct, which is inherently a violation of your privacy rights under existing state and federal laws, while Title 18 federal stalking is underway, and while criminal surveillance by an entire population in violation of your existing constitutional rights. Yeah, that's the POC.